All right, Pokey, first day of training camp. What are your feelings starting camp here?
You know, players are always excited that first day. We're just talking as a staff. Great effort. We'll have to slow them down a little bit tomorrow, but as a coach, you want to be able to say slow down instead of giddy up. So I think with the veterans, it helps the comfort level and help the youngsters be a little bit more relaxed. But not bad for the first day. They went hard.
Good. Now, of course, you're going to eventually have to trim down to what, 11 player roster, and you've got a lot of talent here. I guess that's a good problem to have, right?
It is. You know, I think it makes me not have to repeat myself a lot. People are paying attention. I think that's why you see such a good effort there. But like you said, you know, you want to have a competitive camp to make sure everybody's challenged, so we get a pretty good indication of where we are instead of having to wait till that first game and be surprised. So that was the idea going into it. So I think we'll be okay with that.
A lot of the all-male teams that I follow, there's always some drama in terms of how teammates are getting along with one another. I don't know if that's the case with women's teams or not. You have a lot of star players and egos, which comes with the territories. Is that ever an issue in terms of players getting along with one another?
You know, you think about it, at this level, they've all have been the star, and they've all played with a lot of stars. And whether they admit it or not, and which most of them will, they enjoy that, because when it's more people that can tote the mail, it's a pretty good showing for everyone. But I think that's something that's actually a good problem to have. I don't necessarily. I think it's more of a challenge. It's not really drama. It's just a challenge every day. Someone who's on that level that understands what you've been through, be it in the college level, professional level, overseas. It just helps everything in the locker room and during practice.
Right. What would you like the personality of this team to be this year? What do you want them to be known as around the league?
You know, I always want to be a blue-collar, get-after-it team. You're going to have those nights where you're going to run a great offense, you're going to get a wide-open shot, and it might not be there. But if you give yourself a fighting chance defensively, just scrap and play ugly sometimes, it can be beautiful, you know?
Now, of course, you spent the so-called off-season. There's no off-season for you, apparently. But over in Europe, what's the biggest difference in the style of play that you see there compared to the WNBA?
Europeans are a lot more offensive-minded from the birth canal. You know, it's the biggest adjustment that post players have to make, because 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", they pick and they pop, they shoot threes, they handle the ball. So it's a prettier game. And I'm not saying it's bad or good, it's just different. But a lot more emphasis is placed on offense there. And I think it has helped us, you know, in the past to have a few Americans on our team, and we can really do some defensive things and scout, give us a little bit of an edge.
Of course, here in Chicago, everybody's sort of in mourning Derrick Rose's injury. I'm sure you've seen it happen over the years to other stellar athletes. So what comes to mind when you see that happen?
You know, it just makes you realize how quickly things can change. But it's not something, as an elite athlete and as a coach, you don't dwell on it, because sometimes you have those freak accidents, sometimes you have those, you know, just things. It's the nature of the sport, but it doesn't take away the sting or the hurt. I think anything what it does for those elite players, or maybe everybody, just to value every single day, possession, game, practice, because it can be removed in any second.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.